Oh, hey guys. How are you? I'm the executive chef here at LB Steak Bishop Ranch. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Wagyu today. You want to act like I'm you want to act like you surprised me in here?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. It's a little chilly. I love it. So this is where we keep all of our meats. Everything's labeled. Wagyus, these are kind of like what I was saying. We break them down into kind of 9-ounce slabs, and then we kind of can just find it so where we know that we got 3 orders in there if we're cutting those 3-ounce pieces. This is our takamori. This is our drunken Wagyu. Very, very cool. Oh, this is going to be our Miyazaki. And then we've got our Hokkaido, which is going to be our snow beef. This one's really cool. The snow beef, it almost has marbling that symbolizes, a snowflake. Again, really cool. The cows live in a super cold environment, so that's kind of where that comes from. The takamori, they have like a drunken diet, which is really neat. I would love to be that cow. That's my favorite cow. Yeah, so they drink the drunken mash from the sake, so they have a really cool diet, and then that flavor really imports itself into the flavor of that one. And then this is our signature steak here at LB. This is going to be our West Home. This is going to be an Australian Wagyu. So again, you can see the differences in the marbling and everything, different scale, different grades. Even with our ribeyes are prime, USDA prime, you can see. So again, totally different world here. From there to there. So even at your USDA prime, you're looking at maybe 10% marbling. On your high end, your takamori is something like this, you're looking at upwards of 60% in the marbling. All right, we can get out of here, it's cold. I'm from Ohio. We don't get cold.
1 minute and 7 seconds earlier.
All right, we can get out of here, it's cold. So again, we can see the differences in our marbling. We got our Japanese Wagyu, we got our Australian Wagyu, and then we have our USDA Prime. All delicious in their own ways, all totally different in taste, texture, everything. You're going to get more robust, beefy flavors out of your Prime. You're going to get a lot more umami, buttery flavors from these Japanese. This is our Australian Wagyu, so it's our West Home. Oh, we're going to cook them. Okay. We're going to cook them. So
I'll
again,
take all of them.
All of them? Yeah, I bet you will.
Oh, yeah, there's a whiskey waiting for me over there. With that. So,
all right. Yeah, the cow was drinking, you're going to have a drink. All right. Just want to kind of get me seasoning right here. So the
That's just salt and pepper.
salt, pepper, correct. The Wagyu, we're going to hit every side. Make sure that we don't overcook it. We're just going to boom, 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 boom. All right. Depends. For a mid-rare, again, the fat content's going to be different on all these as well. So the Wagyus are going to cook a lot faster on this side. It's a lot smaller of a piece of meat. The cut's a lot smaller. But even if you're going for a mid-rare on, say this house-cut ribeye, you're looking at maybe 8 minutes, 9 minutes. You can't go wrong with any Wagyu. Okay, that's just, it's the best of the best. Our signature steak, our West Home is right up there with it, But I've always been a ribeye guy. So the scale goes to 12. Our A5 right here. So again, totally different scales, We got all 3 of these are going to come in right at A5. They're going to be super, super high. And actually got something really cool I can show you. Everything comes with documentation. So yeah, everything's going to come. It's going to tell you everything you want to know about this cow. There's this nose print. They all have a cattle ID, almost like a social security number, which is pretty neat. So you can trace exactly where that cow came from. It's such an ultra rare kind of beef. You want to know where it's from, I'm a big shoe guy. There's a whole lot of fake shoes. We know that this isn't a fake cow with all this documentation. This is kind of like its birth certificate per se. So very, very neat. And again, you want to talk about the BMS, so here it is. It's going to show you right here. This is a 12. This is as high as you can go right here. A5, BMS 12. Tells you what day it was graded on, where it was graded. Very, very cool. Make sure I don't
favorite shoe brand?
I'm a Jordan guy. I've always been a Jordan guy. Always want to let everything rest. Just everything's gonna relax, you know, you don't want anything spilling out, juices, everything on the plate. It's gonna help with even cooking. You don't want to force anything. Again, we're gonna let the food talk. With all of our steaks, we rest. Let's make a big old platter. Again, we'll go ribeye to ribeye for you, and then we'll just sample out the Wagyus for you as well. And then again, you let me know what you think your favorite is. We have some really cool dry age options here as well. They're so funky, like the flavor is just funky. So again, we're gonna rest. Let that one go a couple more minutes, and then we'll... It's all about the marbling. You're paying for the fat that's in the beef. Whether it's grass-fed, does it go here? All the diets play a different role in these as well. You know, you think steakhouse, you want to get the best cuts that you possibly can. So here, we're prime or we're Wagyu. So we're right there where we need to be, I feel like, with all of that. Again, our dry age selection is really great. We're bringing in some new meats, testing every day. Gonna definitely look at reinventing that steak menu and what that looks like. Maybe you'll find a porterhouse, maybe you'll find some other sorts of meat. Playing with dry age times, you know, do we go 14 days? Do we go 28 days? How far do we have to go to really get that funky flavor? Like, we do a lot of stuff for family meal, which is cool, you know, with scraps where we're breaking down all the meats. Nothing goes in the trash can. Everybody eats here. But yeah, so our beef patty is switching to a dry aged beef patty as well. So it's really cool. I can show you guys, like, that's what it is now. That's our Wagyu blend, but it's gonna turn into this super cool, just, I want to say it's 80-20, just dry aged awesomeness. But let me grab a cool knife to cut this. We'll go Wagyu first. We'll start with the good stuff. And you can just see how beautiful that beef is right there. With something like this, I mean, again, the guest is always right, but you kind of want to live in that mid-rare range. Then we like to finish with a couple cool salts. We got a little chili crunch right here, some black salt, some smoked Maldon, and just some regular Maldon. Boom. So it's the Hokkaido, Takamori, and the Miyazaki. Right. So again, typically we wouldn't slice these, but this might look cool. And again, beautiful.
It looks good. Actually, it looks real good.
So this is going to be our prime ribeye. This is going to be our West Home. And you can just see the differences in quality just in something like those. If you're talking price point, this is about 2.5 times the price of this one. Again, it plays into that scale, that grading scale. Prime, this is about as high as you can go in prime, but then you're talking about your BMS. This would register pretty high. Mid-weights here, I would say not super high, but this would register pretty well on the Japanese scale. So we have a minimum of 3 ounces on these 3 choices. It's for a couple different reasons. You know, the fat content is so high in these that you're not really gonna want to eat any more than 3-4 ounces. Just the mouthfeel and everything, it's just not gonna sit right. Not to say you can't, not to say I haven't, you know, and I still won't. But yeah, it's a super umami, buttery meat, and it's very heavy. My favorite steak to cook is a ribeye, so we did a pretty good job of that today. You've seen the 2 options over there, but that's just a personal preference. I like the higher fat content in that. Always been a ribeye guy every time I go out. Today we learned a little bit more about Wagyu. Here's our 3 wonderful Japanese selections of A5. Come into LB Steak Bishop Ranch and enjoy.